What's going on, everybody? It's Simon Says Crypto, and I am back with the first of a four-part series that I am bringing to you. In this series, I'll be talking about indicators. On today's episode, I'll be talking about the indicator known as EMA, or at least that's the abbreviation. Indicators are really primarily used for, or rather in, trading platforms, right? So if you're a day trader or even a swing trader, you are going to want to use some indicators, kind of help you can see trends where things are going now, where they may end up later. I mean, at the end of the day, your guess is as good as mine. So there you go. That's what we'll be talking about in this series. But before I go any further, I must do a little housekeeping. Simon Says Crypto, that's me, is not a financial advisor. The information on this channel is not financial advice. However, the information on this channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. So once again, Simon Says Crypto is not a financial advisor. All right, enough about that. Me not being a financial advisor and all that. Let's get into it so you can be on your way and in your day. As I said before, we're going to be talking about indicators in this series, and today we are talking about the indicator known as EMA, or exponential moving average. Now, I have found an article here. I will be leaving a link to this article by J.B. Maverick. And it gives a nice little quick definition here of what the exponential moving average is. It also talks about how it's calculated, or how that number is calculated. Um, and we will talk about that in just a little bit. I don't want to give that I don't want to give that away just yet. But if you read this article, I just want to let you know that there are some mathematical equations in there. So if you're not used to seeing formulas and how things are calculated, you may get a little lost. All right, but let's get back into this. The exponential moving average is a technical chart indicator that tracks the price of an investment, like a stock or commodity, or cryptos, over time. The EMA is a type of weighted moving average that gives more weighting or importance to recent price data. Like the simple moving average, the EMA is used to see price trends over time, and watching several EMAs at the same time is easy to do with moving average ribbons. Well, what the hell's a ribbon? Let's check that out, shall we? We're going to go to Binance.com, or at least I am. You can follow along if you'd like. I've selected Bitcoin as the coin that we shall be looking at in this episode. And I am looking at the 1 day chart. So up here in this, right, here's the chart, right? And you probably can't see, well, you can see my mouse cursor, but you can't see the crosshairs. It's black. I do apologize for that. So right here we have the button that expands the chart so you can get a nice view of it. Like I said before, I am looking at the 1 day view, which means that each one of these candlesticks represents 1 day. Now, I did do a episode on candlesticks and how there are multiple different views, and basically they just represent increments of time depending on what view you select. And if you wanted to do that, you could do it right here, and then boom, it changes it. Boom, it changes it. But we're zooming out, and now we're back to the 1 day chart. Okay, just to the right of these is the technical indicator menu. I'm going to go ahead and click that. Now I already selected EMA, right? I've already selected that, and you can see that there are a lot of other indicators. And like I said, we'll be going over 3 more other than the EMA, but we'll get into that a little bit later, as far as what other indicators I'll be talking about in this series. So we can select up to 6 EMA indicators. I'm only going to select 4 because that is what I'm used to. After you've selected how many you would like to look at, this is the increment of time that each one of these represents, right? And it also has a color associated. Now, this color is the color of the ribbon that I'm sure you can see right behind the screen here, but we'll see that in just a little bit. Now, so back to what the numbers represent. It represents an increment of time. The 20 is for 20 days, 50 for 50 days, and so on and so forth. Now, over here it says close. I'm going to get into that in just a little bit in the video and why this is important. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and save that. Maybe not. There we go. And as you can see, we have our 20, our 50, our 100, and our 200 day EMA ribbons. Now, these just represent basically a trend. You know, the 20 day represents this is what it's been doing for 20 days, but it's 20 days from this point and going backwards. But it can see you, or it can see you. It's watching you. No, but you can see it, and you can see, you know, the motion, the trend, etc. Right, where the market, or rather where this coin is going. Now, I want you to focus on this, and I really can't zoom in on this too much. All right, bad example over here. But right here, actually, right in this area, this was more than likely happening. And I'm focusing on the ribbons, not the green and red, just the multicolored ribbons here, right? And where they're all kind of crossing each other, right? So this is, you know, an area where there's a change, much like right up here. I mean, you can kind of see a little bit more change, especially between the 20 and the 50 day. It's like, oh, the 20 day average price is going down. Oh, and the 50 day is sure to follow. Thus, the 100 day will eventually follow, and the 100 or the 200 day is like, yeah, it's whatever, blah blah blah, right? So when you see all your ribbons, you know, widening out like this, you know, in an upward or a downward motion, you can more than likely say, hey, we're going up, or oh crap, or, you know, we're going to continue down, until you see kind of this, you know, this crossing over here, right? Things are changing. You know, we could be going up, we could be going down, and it did. Like, all the ribbons kind of crossed right here. They all met and went back to going their separate ways, and it looks like we started going up again. But it does look like our ribbons might be crossing again. So this might be another change happening. But let's not focus on that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go back to this menu, and I'm just going to focus on the 200 day ribbon. Okay. So here's our trend. It's up, right? Already kind of focused on that. Now, I'm just hovering here over this area, and if you can look in the top left corner of the screen and look at that purple number, and I do apologize, it's purple. I should have chosen a different one to look at, but I just kind of I like the 200 day because it brings me psychologically, it keeps me sane when I'm looking at volatility, right? But the price is $41,994.02. Sorry about that. I had to get real close to the screen to look. So how do they figure out the price, right? Remember when I did that dollar cost averaging, you know, and I got corrected by an accountant, and you know, we picked out 7 prices because I was doing 7 candlesticks, and so you'd have to take those 7 entry point prices and then add them all together and then divide by 7 because we did 7 of them. Okay, so that's what they're doing here. But where are they getting their price, right? What price are they picking out throughout the day, because cryptos are running 24/7. Let's go back to the menu. Remember I talked about the close. So you could change, you know, what price you would like to look at, right? Would you like to look at the price open? whatever time the market opened, or whatever time, at least in crypto, they said, hey, this is when the market opened, so we're going with this price with opened. This is when the market closed, so we're going with this price when it closed, and so on and so forth. You can pick the high, you can pick the lows, and maybe you want to pick the lows. That way you know, okay, this was the lowest point, or maybe this was the highest point, and this is the average for the highs over the past 200 days. It could be useful. And it probably will, and it is useful, and I'll get into that later in the series. But nonetheless, here you can choose close. So right now we have selected close, so that means the end of the day, the price, whatever it was, is what they're going to use for each day. That's the price that they're going to use to figure out the average. Okay, I hope I didn't lose you guys there. Basically, at the end of their closing period, whatever the price is, that's what they're going to use. That point in time, that's what they're going to use to average out their price over X amount of days. In this case, it is over 200 days, right? So you can kind of figure that out and look at that, and that really can be useful. In the sense of, at least for me, for trends, we want to know, are we trending up, right? Everybody, that I've talked to, hey, is it a good time to get into cryptos? There's part of me that's like, that's always like, well, yeah, just get in there, do it. But maybe some of them are really asking, is this a good time? Is it a low price? Is it a high price? Do you see it going down? And this is where now you have the ability to come to a website or an exchange like Binance and figure out, hey, are we going up right now? Are we going down? What's the 200-day EMA look like? What's the ribbon trying to tell us? It looks like it's trying to tell us we're still going to go up. I mean, we are kind of flattening out here, but and we may go down. But for over the past 200 days, we still might be up, because maybe we bought back here over 200 days ago. Whatever. Whatever the scenario may be for you, it's gonna be different for any one person. But this is a good indicator for you to help you make a good entry point decision. Maybe if you're not dollar cost averaging, maybe you are waiting for this type of stuff to happen, right? Or maybe you're not ready to get into cryptos just yet. You want to watch it. Well, this is a good ribbon to use so you can watch it. All right. That is the EMA. And those are ribbons that you can use just to help you out, basically. So I hope you guys understood what I was talking about and trying to bring that good information to you today. If you have any comments or questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section down below. And if you liked this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And if you want to give me a double thumbs up, go ahead and share this video. Share it on your social media, share it with your friends, your families, your coworkers. Go ahead and share it with that guy or girl down at the bus stop. If you're brand new to the channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button, and make sure you click that bell to get all the notifications anytime I bring out the latest and greatest information that I am trying to bring to you. Wow. There you go. Hey, I had fun talking about the EMA today with you guys. Once again, I hope you found the information very useful. And you know what? No matter what you're doing in your life, it's your world, so rock it. This is Simon Says Crypto, and I'm out.